Konnichiwa, hello everybody, it's Holden here from Holden Reviews, because you might not actually know that just because this is a different channel. This is TheOtakufied, the process of becoming a otaku, or I guess turning you into an otaku, or how we came up. Regardless of all of that, I'm here to answer some questions. First question is, where am I from? I'm from the US or the United States, or USA, or America, or that one with the nukes, or the International Police Force, whatever you want to call us, that's okay. I don't care. The question for this week was, how did we get into anime? For me, I would say a major aspect of getting into anime was not only the influence as a child from Toonami with stuff like Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And just Beyblade, I guess you could say too, IGPX. Aside from those, the influences when I was a child, I would say one of the main things about it was how whenever I encountered a show that was just really hardcore, and that was Eureka 7. When I saw Eureka 7 back when it was on in 2007, I think, on Adult Swim, I immediately fell in love with it. It was pretty much mechs that surfed on air, and it was probably the coolest thing in the world at the time. So I watched Eureka 7 for a long time, and I started watching it subbed on YouTube. Back when you had to type in, you know, Eureka 7 EP1 Part 1, because there was like 3 parts, because this was back when you could only have like 8-minute videos or something. So I would do that like probably every day after school, and I did it for a very long time. And I watched it subtitled. I didn't know what that was at the time. I just thought it was, because I knew there was a dub, and I was like, okay, so maybe this is just closed back when I used to call it closed captioning, and I thought it was just closed caption. And for people that were just, you know, not good at hearing, or that this was a foreign language that it was never, I thought it was originally made in English, and this was just for some foreign country. I didn't know it was Japanese at the time. The other show that got me really into it was after that, after my Eureka 7 cooled down, and I was very content with it because I watched a lot of the series. Then I watched a show called, first episode was episode 6, and it was episode 6 of Code Geass Season 1, and I immediately fell in love with it because I thought the whole planning and internal mental thinking process that Lelouch went through was absolutely phenomenal, and it was just, took it to a whole new level of storytelling in my opinion. And I guess that's why I even fell for anime, was because anime is just a different way of conveying a story. Same with manga. Manga is just a different way of conveying a story than just text or normal actors or just anything like that. It's just a different form of media. So I think it deserves its due appreciation for what it is. But that aside, Code Geass is what really threw me over the edge. I watched it, and then in the very end of season 2, which I'm not going to spoil it, but if you know what I'm talking about, at the very end of season 2, there was this void just in me, like, it's over, and I was like, well, now what? I was like, well, there's no tall cliffs that I can jump off of to end this, so I had to think of a way to keep living on. So I just googled, I was like, stuff like Code Geass, and I went on forums, and they were like, you should go watch some anime like the Alternative Evangelion. And I was like, what's that? And they were like, it's a show about mechs that are symbiotic and has subliminal religious aspects to it. And I was like, oh, whatever. And so I watched that, and then I immediately fell in love with that. And from there, it was pretty much history, because then I listened to forums at first. Like, I think most people do, actually. Most people just look at forums and like, do you have any recommendations from this, or do you recommend anything? I've seen this and liked it. What would you say I would like, knowing that I really liked this? So then I got into stuff like Negima, and just kind of just snowballed effect out of control. And now it's just ridiculous. But I guess I'm kind of rambling on now. I'm very sorry about that. But I guess this is my end of my video here on TheOtakufied for this week. So I guess until my next video, which I can't say when because we don't really have a structured pattern right now. But I guess until my next video when I see you guys, I guess I'm Holden, and sayonara, see you later. Take care.